Yorkshire, God's own country, a place known for its rolling dales, proper brews, and folk who call a spade a spade. It's where flat caps aren't fashion, they're tradition, where fish and chips still come wrapped in paper, and accent alone could start an argument, where nout means nothing, ginnel means alley, and up can be hello, a warning, or both. I'm in Bangkok now, but Yorkshire never really leaves you. So today I went on a mission to find little bits of Yorkshire right here in the middle of Thailand.
How about things we have in Yorkshire that you can also find in Thailand? This would make us less wary about leaving the best place on earth for some weird part of Asia that most importantly and worryingly is outside Yorkshire.
So this one's dedicated to my good friend Wardy and of course Yorkshire legend himself, Sean Bean. So I've decided to hunt for 10 classic Yorkshire items. Number 1, Yorkshire puddings. Number 2, the white rose. Number 3, fish and chips. Number 4, Yorkshire tea. Number 5, Fox's biscuits. Number 6, Leeds United. Number 7, Wensleydale cheese. Number 8, a flat cap. Number 9, Tetleys. Number 10, a whippet.
Hello there and welcome to the channel, Ben in Bangkok, or today, Bean in Bangkok. Custom made t-shirt there, very expensive. So a lot of you younger guys out there, you'll know him from Game of Thrones, Ned Stark, or Boromir from Lord of the Rings. If you're an old git like myself, you'll definitely know him as Richard Sharp from the series Sharp. Arguably his best ever performance. And in this one, he doesn't die, so another bonus. All he does is just kill Frenchmen and sleep with officers' wives. A true Yorkshire legend. So if you're wondering why my accent, you hear it sometimes, especially if I've had a drink, but if you're wondering why my accent's largely gone, it's just living outside of England for like 10 years. You know, particularly, I was living in China for 3 years, and you try communicating in China with a Yorkshire accent, you know, you're getting nothing. So whilst I've consciously not tried to change the way I speak, you know, it obviously has changed, so don't know whether it's a good thing or a bad thing really. But either way, interesting. Something to think about if you live abroad. And a lot of people, you know, I've met people who've been out, you know, away for like 30 years and they've retained their accent. It's still exactly the same as when they left, you know, really strong. For other people, I've met people 6 months and, you know, they've got a local accent. So I'm just on the way to Villa Market. This place is probably the best supermarket for international kind of products in Bangkok. They've got like a really good selection. So if you're wanting anything from back home, it's definitely worth checking this place out. And I'm hoping to get maybe 4 of the items, I think. First up, we're looking for some Wensleydale cheese. This is a cheese from Yorkshire, like a kind of crumbly cheese, absolutely delicious. And I'm probably gonna have a minute rant about cheese now. So if you don't want to listen to people ranting about cheese, you can skip forward a minute. So I'm gonna put the statement out here and I'm gonna say that UK cheese is the best in the world. Now, if you're not from the UK, you'll probably disagree with me. And your first thoughts are probably maybe French or Italian cheese, maybe something like this. But, you know, UK cheese, the variety is amazing. And it's got some brilliant kind of blue cheeses and it's got some good like hard crumbly cheeses too. Even the soft cheese are good too. And the selection as well in the UK in the supermarket is massive. And the reason why, and I think it goes a lot with a lot of UK food, is the problem is we don't promote UK food very well outside of the UK. So if you look at like last year, I think the UK spent about £1.5 million on promoting UK food abroad, which it kind of seems like quite a lot of money. But when you compare it to other countries, for example, France and Italy, France spent 18 million euros promoting French products around the world. You know, so when you go into a lot of places, a lot of supermarkets around the world, you kind of just find a lot of French and Italian products and hardly any English products. People don't really know about them. You know, so it's up to the government to sort of invest more money and promote your products. Like, some of the cheese is amazing, you know. Sort it out, UK government. It's another reason why, you know, particularly in Asia, Christmas time, you go into the supermarkets and you never find any kind of British Christmas style products. But every supermarket will have like panettone, you know, like the Italian cake. And it's all right, panettone, it's not bad. But, you know, for every 10 of those you see, maybe one Christmas pudding, which is a far superior Christmas dessert. So the 4 products I'm looking to buy from Villa Market are Wensleydale cheese, Yorkshire tea, Yorkshire puddings, and also hoping to find some Fox's biscuits. These are based in Yorkshire and they're probably UK's most popular brand of biscuits. Look at Sean down there. He's loving being out in Bangkok. All right, guys. So I'm just outside Centre Fest. It's like a shopping mall. It's quite small, but it has Villa Market inside here, Starbucks, KFC. Also, it's got, on that second level there, it's got Wine Connection, which is a nice restaurant. Good food and drinks. So yeah, if you're staying around this area, just over there, beyond these buildings, you've got the river, and then you've got Sapan Taksim on the other side of there. So if you're staying around Icon, this is a nice place to come on in the evening and just, if you want a bite to eat. There's also, across the way over here, you've got maybe 4 bars. They're like Thai-style bars. One I really like, and we go in there quite a lot. Yeah, so we'll check this place out. So first we'll take a look for the Yorkshire puddings, I think. Here we go. The first part they've got desserts. I'll show you just because then you can see what kind of things they're selling out here. See what I mean though? It's like a lot of like Western style steak pies. And got like little takeaways like microwave take curries. Hash browns, pretty good. I'm not seeing any Yorkshire puddings. Oh, here we are, missed them. You'll do fine. You'll probably recognise the brand from Iceland here. 99 baht. Nice, first item off the list. Let's take a look for some biscuits, I think now. We've got Tim Tams for all the Australians out there. So, can't see any Fox's biscuits here. So this one's a fail. But yeah, if you look coming here, you look at the selection of chocolate, it's as good as you'll get pretty much anywhere in Bangkok. Okay, here we go. Pretty good. Again, like the selection of cheese, it's as good as anywhere that I've seen in Bangkok. But I can't see any Wensleydale. Which is red. So you've got Red Leicester. This is another good UK cheese. You'll do fine. Wensleydale with brew. I prefer it with cranberries actually, but still a pretty good find. So they got quite a decent selection of tea here. Got some PG tips, lots of Twinnings, but no Yorkshire tea, unfortunately. I'd even settle for some Tetleys. Just on a bit of a side note, they've got a really good like selection of bread here. You've got baguettes, pastries. Like this one is nice. I know it's not Yorkshire, but still. Okay guys, so here we go. This is the cheese, Wensleydale and blueberries. One thing you'll notice, guys, if you are going to getting international food in Bangkok, you're going to be paying over the odds for the price. This is the 308, so it's probably about, I don't know, 650, 7 quid, something like this. I imagine in the UK you're probably paying, I don't know, what, 3 quid? Probably something like that for this now. You are going to be paying a bit over the odds, guys, when you're buying international food, but it's been imported, so you've got to expect it. Usually it's going to be a markup of like, on your country's price, anywhere between sort of like probably 50 to 100%, depending on the product. Cheese is always like, overpriced, but it is what it is. You want it, you buy it, don't you? And still, it's not that much. It's like you're paying a quid or two more. It's hardly anything. What they do in like places like Villa Market is they've got like products from like Iceland, which is the supermarket in the UK. Now, I don't know how things have changed in the last 10 years because I'm back so little. But in those days, like Iceland, it's like kind of a budget supermarket, and they'll get kind of market this as like a premium product, knowing that most people, unless you're British or you've lived in the UK, you'll look at the Iceland label and you just think, oh, it's just a brand. So yeah, clever of them. Just outside the National Stadium here, they have like a lot of events like Muay Thai. So if you're interested in something like this, Friday, Saturday nights, they've got big Muay Thai fights on. So the reason I've come down to this area is I'm in search for the next item, something to do with Leeds United, best team in the land. And I'm just going to take a look down here because there's a lot of like sports shops. So I'm hoping to find like a replica kit or something in there, see what the selection's like there. So I've been in quite a few of the shops here. The biggest one is this one called Warwick's. They've got like probably the biggest range around here, but it's still mainly Thai teams, national team kits. There's a few European clubs shirts, but not such a good selection. Again, that last one mainly for Thai teams. Quite a few shirts from Burinam, which they're a very popular team. I don't know that much about. Oh, let's check this one out.
I can show you side for here.
I remember Shearer banging a few with this. You'll do fine. Remember this guy? ขอโทษครับเท่าไหร่ครับ
เท่าไหร่คะshow me เอามาดู1,050 baht ค่ะ
Okay. Yeah, so I think we can cross that one off the list from Leeds United. So I went in about 15 shops then, and just one Leeds shop. Probably because of the massive demand for them, and they're just selling out so fast. Plenty of Man United shirts, like no one wants them anymore. Except for like cleaning, obviously. If you clean the car or something, and you don't want to get your hands too dirty. Yeah, so interesting if you want to take a look down there. I mean, there's plenty of retro shirts and questionable quality shirts in there. There's a few of the old England tops and that. So yeah, I think we can tick that one off the list. Found something from Leeds United. So I reckon I'm just going to head back into the centre now. You'll do fine. Great success.
So I picked up these Fox's biscuits just on the way back from another supermarket called Tops. You can see these supermarkets all over Bangkok. So that's 4 items down: Yorkshire puddings, Wensleydale cheese, Leeds United, and Fox's biscuits.
So at the moment I'm in Lumpini Park and I'm on the hunt for a whippet. Now, a whippet's like a small skinny dog, originally bred in North Yorkshire, and it was used for like catching rabbits and racing. They call it the working man's racehorse. So I have seen a couple here over the years, but this is a really long shot. If I find one, I'll be amazed. Particularly this time too, there's not so many people walking the dogs because it's quite hot in the day. I mean, it's still wet season, and if you look, it looks like it's going to come down a bit, but it's still like 32, I think, at the moment. Hot. Not seen any whippets, but you'll see a few of these. Can't verify if it's from Yorkshire or not. So I've been walking around for about 20 minutes now, and I've literally seen more monitor lizards than I have dogs. It's a really nice spot to come and watch them. No whippets, unfortunately. In fact, I only saw one dog. I saw many more monitor lizards than dogs. Probably a good reason not to walk your dog in this park if there's that many monitor lizards, especially if it's a small one. But yeah, I'd really recommend Lumpini Park if you're in central Bangkok and you're wanting a bit of a green space. This is probably the best, I think, for me. So I'm just heading north of Lumpini Park now, just because I'm on my way to another villa market. These are dotted all around Bangkok, and you'll notice that in some of them they have a different range. So usually these ones closer to the centre, they have a bit more choice international-wise.
Here's a bonus item for you, sausage rolls from Greg's.
So yeah, they've got a pretty decent beer selection. Just looking for some, if there's any Tetleys here. I've seen it before in cans, not in this place. Oh, here we go.
You'll do fine.
There's the chest. 40 Yorkshire Tea bags. So 289. They also have a Yorkshire Gold here. And decaf, never tried that one. So there you go. I love the slogan like for Yorkshire Tea. Yorkshire Tea, like tea used to be. I actually don't drink Yorkshire Tea though. I find it a little bit, the taste is really strong. Instead I'm usually drinking either like PG tips or Typhoon, Tetley sometimes too, Tetley's tea. Okay, so that's 5 down, and we're on our way to hopefully number 6, going to a real British institution, Marks and Spencer's, which, did you know, was actually founded in Leeds, my home city. So yeah, I'm going there to see if they've got a flat cap. The flat cap is like a true Yorkshire symbol of the working class, usually worn by professions such as labourers, farmers, and a lot of like the mill workers. And just trying to cross the road and not get killed. Turns out they've replaced Marks and Spencer's with Muji. Probably better for the Asian market. Not better for me though. Look at this. Not a flat cap in sight. You know, that's the thing about living in Bangkok. It's like things are just changing all the time. So, you know, you get used to a place being there and it's gone. And it's I don't know if anyone else feels like this, but it always feels like, you know, the places you go to, they're the ones going. And you see some footwear that you've never been for years. And this has just been like an institution. It's been there so long. Hunting for my flat cap now. I'm in Terminal 21. Here we go. Look at this.
You'll do fine. Oh.
Flat cap. Straight away. Each of the levels kind of like a theme for a different city. Tokyo, one level, another level Istanbul, then another level Rome, Paris, and the one I'm on now is London. Okay, this is exactly like being in London. Authentic London bus. I mean, it's a little bit like gimmicky and stuff, but it's still quite nice. It's, you know, different. Than just like a kind of a regular shopping centre. So I'm actually on the lookout for another item too. I'm looking for the white rose, which is kind of the symbol of Yorkshire. It's on the Yorkshire flag. Quite a few of the counties in England have a rose on the flag. Hertfordshire has like a white rose, and Northamptonshire has a gold rose. And that's all the significant counties with roses on their flag. Literally can't think of another county that's got a rose on the flag. Absolutely none whatsoever. Next up, I'm hoping to kill 2 birds with 1 stone here. And I'm hoping to be able to get a pint of Tetleys and fish and chips in the same place. Optimistic, but you never know. Yeah, so the reason why I'm going for Tetleys is it's like a classic Leeds beer. First brewed in Leeds in 1822, and you can see it at every bar, every pub in Leeds. And I used to drink it loads when I was like 16 to 18, because I was usually drinking in like the kind of rundown pubs and the like working men clubs we call them in England. They're just like an even more rundown version of a rundown pub. And these were like the best places to drink when you're underage, because the other places they just wouldn't like serve you. You know, they'd ask for ID. But these kind of places, you were all right. And for a kid who was 16 years old, who looked like he was about 12 years old, these were like a safe haven. So yeah, and like the best beer would often be like Tetley's in there. So yeah, I've got some really fond memories of drinking it. And I probably haven't had a pint of Tetley's in 10 years, I reckon. It's been that long. And yeah, a lot of you might be thinking I've got fish and chips on the list. And I know technically they're not from Yorkshire, but best fish and chips in the world from Yorkshire. Absolutely, hands down. I've never eaten fish and chips anywhere that's even come close to fish and chips in Yorkshire. Absolutely brilliant. So yeah, the first chippy was actually in London, I think it was. Like in 1860 or something, like first in London, but they quickly spread to the north, like, and yeah, they're more, fish and chips are more synonymous, I think, with the north and the south now. I don't know, maybe you disagree if you're a southerner. But yeah, it's really hard to find a decent chippy. I mean, in Australia, they've got some decent versions of fish and chips. But yeah, in Asia, I haven't. I've eaten like, you know, they're all right. You know, like every now and again I'll have them. But, you know, it's obviously not the same. Yeah, if you are in Bangkok and you're kind of wanting like a pub experience, there are several decent pubs, like English-style pubs. You've got the Robin Hood, and where I'm going now, the Red Lion. There's another one called the Londoner, which is quite good, but that's a little bit further out of the city. Okay, I'm here for the fish and chips, but I'm just gonna take a look at the menu anyway. This is pretty good. Friday. Oh, I didn't realise that this is like a roast here. That's very decent. I've committed to fish and chips for the menu, so. There we go. Yeah, they've got like a breakfast here too. 12 items, $2.99. Here we go. I'm probably going to go for this one, the cod hand cut chips. Yeah, I think I'll choose that one. $3.29. Yeah, I've got a decent menu. A lot of like typical like pub food here. Although I'm a bit tempted with the two battered sausages too. Actually, maybe this deal one here. Or Guinness battered cod and chips. What do you think? Yeah, I'm gonna probably go for here. Guinness battered cod and chips. Let's just take a look, see the drinks menu. Oh, here. Tetley's, come on. Looking a bit disappointed. They've got Fuller's and that, but I mean, it's London, isn't it? Yeah, so disappointing. I think it's a hard one to find Tetley's anywhere. You'll do fine. Alright, guys, what do you think? Fish chips, tartar sauce, mushy peas. What's good about this place is you've got like condiments like more vinegar and stuff like this. A lot of the, so I'll just show you, you've got all the usuals, HP, mustard, a lot of the places you get fish and chips, they won't have vinegar. You can obviously need vinegar on fish and chips. Yeah, so that was the Red Lion. Links in the description if you want to go. Yeah, I mean, as good as you get, like fish and chips outside of Yorkshire. Chips very good. Hand cut, they were probably like the most similar to what you're going to get like back home. Fish was like tasty, decent, nothing spectacular. And mushy peas, for example, they're like somewhere between boiled peas and mushy peas. Whereas if you get them back in Yorkshire, like full-on mushy peas, like slop them all over your fish and chips, absolutely brilliant. But yeah, I'd have to say that's probably the best fish and chips I've had in Bangkok. So if you do want to try, then yeah, I recommend the place. I'll be back there as well because they've got a lot of other like kind of pub style food. Pretty tasty. Unfortunately, we are out of time. So 7 out of 10, it's not bad. I'd probably spend a lot longer, maybe a couple of days looking for the next items. Yeah, so the whippet, yeah, this was always going to be a long shot. Hopefully in the next 6 months, if I see one, I'll get a video and I'll be uploading that one. Tetleys, yeah, this is another one. You know, I've seen it before in Bangkok, but it's pretty rare. So yeah, again, next time, whenever I find a Tetleys, that'll be going up there. And as for the white rose, there's actually a surprising lack of florists in Bangkok. Mainly because everyone gets the flowers from the flower market in Chinatown. So you don't see that many on the streets. But I don't really need to find the white rose because it's inside here. No, I can't say that, can I? It's too cheesy. But yeah, great to be able to still find pockets of Yorkshire all over the world. So I'll end my video in true Yorkshire fashion. So that's my lot. If you like the video, give us a like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Ta-da!